I'm Melanie. I work for 4-Wheel Campers, and I'm traveling with Lilia behind the camera.
I'm Travis Burke. I'm an outdoor adventure photographer.
I'm Laysea Hughes. I'm a photographer.
My name is Araujo. I'm from Encinitas, California, and I'm a mountain biker and surfer.
Who are we?
Well, he goes by Bob, and I go by Bob. But I'm Jess, and this is Charles.
I'm Dayna, and I'm traveling with Jess and Charles in this magnificent beast. And we're headed down to Baja. I'm not sure exactly where. April, I think.
Oh, it's a actually 2018 Hawk model flatbed by 4-Wheel Campers, and we went with a Norwell tray. This aluminum beauty that you see right here holds like 20 gallons of fresh water, and then this holds 20 gallons of fresh water, so it gives us 40 gallons. So between the two.
We're traveling in the Fleet Flatbed 4-wheel camper.
And his name is Orion.
Ooh, so I'm actually taking out the new Project M, which I'm pretty stoked on. I'm really excited about this. One of the things that I find to be the most intriguing is the fact that you can customize it to kind of fit your own needs. And so I've done some modifications with the inside that really speak to the adventure that we're on and going to Baja and being able to climb and surf and ride. So it should be fun. It's pretty ideal.
We're in this Ram AEV with the Hawk slide-in camper. We're headed down to Baja, super excited. We're traveling with some awesome people. We were looking for surf, looking for adventure. We're all traveling in our 4-wheel campers, and yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we're gonna do some traveling with some other folks with some rigs and try to find some fun. Try to find waves, get a little bit of climbing in, just have a good time.
I don't think we're really nervous about too much. We've traveled quite a bit all over the world, so just open to different experiences and knowing that kind of anything can happen, but I think we're ready for it.
Yeah, we've done a good job of preparing. There's always like the unknown of what could pop up, but I think we all have the right attitudes coming into this, and we're gonna make the most of it.
I'm actually like the most amateur surfer in the world, so I'm more excited about tacos and sitting on the beach, and then probably lots of eating it, trying to catch waves. Oh, this is Coda. Coda, say hi. Coda. Coda's really the star of the show.
100%.
So for Baja, there's 3 very important things that you need to bring so that you will be okay down there and you can make it back to America, which is also important. First thing's a passport, very important. Second is registration for your vehicle. And the third is Mexico insurance. You gotta get that before you go down, very important.
Yeah.
And then we've got some essentials, lots of essentials. We recommend
Baby wipes, water if you can carry water.
lots
if
of
you have,
fresh water.
Usually we like to bring a little filter with us sometimes, and then or a funnel. If you got yourself a camper here like this, you're gonna want to be able to funnel some fresh water just to keep you out there longer.
Yeah, so we go to the grocery store and you buy a jug of water, and then you use a funnel to pour it into your tank if you've got a truck camper, and then you're not beholden to finding fresh water where you see a store. Also a shovel.
Yep, we always bring shovels. We bring mat tracks to get you out of the sand, because obviously if we want to go look for waves, we're gonna try to get on the beach.
Yeah, solid jack. Solid jack is good.
If you do end up with a rig that has a little bit a lift to it or some bigger tires on it, which gives you the ground clearance, you're going to want to have a good jack system. Make sure that it will lift your vehicle with the extra weight, and make sure that you can get the clearance that you're going to need to take the tire off.
Extra gas tanks are good. Sometimes it's far between gas stations, or you end up in a fishing town that you want to spend a few days in, and you've got that extra reserve to get you back.
We have a nice little tool kit that we bring with us. Usually shoves underneath the front seat real nicely, and that's got some real basic tools: screwdrivers, some wrenches, duct tape, zip ties.
If anything fails, the first solution is duct tape every time.
Or zip ties.
Or zip ties. That fixes pretty much everything. That's all you need. Everything else, forget about it. Just duct tape and zip ties. Also, walkie-talkies are great. If you're
Yes.
if you're in a group situation, you may not have any cell phone reception, or you don't have service down there at all. Walkie-talkies, we can communicate with each other on the road, let each other know if someone wants to stop or whatever. And we're in Baja and we're there to have fun, so shenanigans are gonna happen. So a first aid kit is important. Someone's gonna need at least
Band-Aid.
a Band-Aid at some point on this trip, guaranteed. So
True.
first aid kit's important, for sure. Essential food items for the trip. What's the first most important thing we need?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Nothing happens before coffee.
Must have coffee every morning. Also, breakfast, some huevos, some eggs are good to throw in the fridge. Or some cereal or oatmeal. Those are kind of our main breakfast to-go items. And then we've got, for lunchtime, we like to stop at taco shops, because why not? There's taco shops everywhere.
That's what we're here for.
So we're gonna hit those up for sure for our lunches. And then
Greens.
lots of greens.
Generally, it's good if you can bring most of your greens down that you're going to consume. Or if you do get some greens down in Baja, it's probably pretty wise to wash it with your water.
Yeah. There's lots of mercados, lots of grocery stores, and we love to go in there and get fresh tortillas, panaderias for fresh pastries.
Yeah, don't be afraid to go into some stores and see different things. Yeah, and definitely anything that you have in particular that you want to that you really find comfort foods. Definitely throw those in, and make sure that you're comfortable down, have a good time.
All right, so you also need money when you're going down there, and a lot of times you can get away with American currency, but it can be easier to go exchange your money for pesos. So you can hit a spot right by the border, just like right over there. Money exchange, they've got good rates, and then you want to get small bills, since really all you're doing is going to taco shops and spending $1 on tacos.
Surf kit. Yeah. Major essential stuff. You've got your wax, multi flavors, cold water, warm water. Then we've got your base layer over here, which is really good for your first coat. Spare fins, all just nice little toolkits, and then some repair stuff. And as we mentioned before, duct tape. Duct tape is always a necessity. Surf was pretty fun.
Good time.
There was like 2 or 3 little peaks out there. A couple of, it was probably about like a 3-wave, 4-wave set sometimes.
Yeah, there was a whole lot, but it was good, a little windy.
We didn't have a lot of expectations, so when you go into the water with that kind of attitude, you come out pretty happy.
Yeah, that's true. Like anything you caught was a good wave. I think we got a lot more than we were expecting when we first came here, so.
This mainly rights, just, peeled nicely, a couple little sections, but man, it was all in all, like, out with some friends is like...
Yeah, you can't beat it.
Alright, so we arrived at K38 about midday yesterday, went out for a quick surf. It was pretty windy, but we were the only ones out, so we still had a good time. We had lunch after that, and then went out for an evening session. It was a little smaller, but we still had a good time. And we camped right here on the beach and woke up, and we're about to go for a morning session. And the benefit of going out earlier in the morning is usually there's no wind or it's offshore, which is a lot more ideal for surfing in general. So it looks really clean. It's small, but we should have a good time.
Apparently yesterday at some point, I was taking a crumper and left my phone in there. And so when we called it, we finally got a hold of somebody who picked it up, found it. They took it to TJ. So now we're waiting for him to come back with it.
Alright, so we are done at this location. We're wrapping up, we're packing everything in, and we're headed now to go get some local food and on to the next location.
Popular place to go for food and all the tourist goodies. And we ate at Ortega's. There's like 12 Ortega's here, but we ate at the one that has really good tortillas. And then we went shopping for goodies. We got some tortugas and some bolsas and some candy. Check out the tortugas, they're really cool.
Is this not the greatest souvenir that you could possibly get from Mexico?
Wait for it.
Okay, do it. These go on the dash of your vehicle, so you're reminded just how awful the road is that you're on.
When you're off-roading. And now we're gonna go find some climbing.
Yeah.
Find a crag. It's gonna
Go climb a mountain.
Yeah, and then surf.
And then surf.
On the same day.
Basically all we know how to do is those two things. Our way through the wrong way 4 times, but finally got here.
On the 5th wrong way.
On the 5th wrong way, we found the trail and some puppies. Fun, but we found the trail. It kind of traverses along the bottom of this little cliffside, and then right behind the sun over there is hopefully the rock climbs. But we're about to go walk and find out.
Look at this view! I mean, come on. And right around this corner is the beach. So you can see, so we came routes next door. This one, by the picture. So we held this up here to this rock, And so you can see the crack. There's the crack. And look at that defined mark right there. See how that stone stands out? You can see it standing out right here at the bottom.
Also, it says Benito. Benito.
Oh yeah, Benito. There you go. See that? Benito. And on the rock it says Benito.
Dayna, we found the furthest right one in Mountain Project.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Woo!
All right. Woo! So excited to climb tomorrow.
Hell yeah, dude. Look at this freaking wall.
This is dope.
This is sick.
Tomorrow afternoon we're gonna have some fun.
So we just got into La Fonda K58 in time for sunset. Half of the crew is out surfing. I'm getting dinner ready. We're gonna have some fresh spring rolls. It's gonna be super tasty. We had a nice big Mexican lunch, so a nice light dinner will be great. Tomorrow we are going to rock climb, which is gonna be super awesome, and of course catch some more waves.
Alright, it's day 3 at La Fonda. The surf is pretty dead, but we had a good first couple days here. We did some surfing in the morning yesterday, and then about 3 miles inland we went to a place, it's above a town called La Misión, but the climbing crag is called Valle Azteca. So we got some climbing in out there, but surf is looking a little dead, so we're going to go ahead and head further south through Ensenada, maybe check out a couple things there. And then the next surf spot is Cuatro Casas, which should be a good time. They've got a little bowl for skateboarding and like a whale skeleton, so time to move on.
So I love being inside the camper, and it's just a great place to be able to edit photos, do emails, and still be so close to nature, whether we go out and surf or climb or just adventure around. So it's a perfect little place to feel like I have a spot to do work, and adventures are just right out the door.
Mami baila, estás bien rica mami baila, estás bien rica mami baila, estás bien rica mami baila, wey, dale baila quien baila, estás bien rica mami baila, dale bien exótica como fuera de baila.
We just stopped at the Calimax, got some fresh salsa and other stuff, and went to the panaderia. We're ready to head down to Cuatro Casas.
Dale bien exótica como fuera de baila, dale mami baila, si no le gusta baila, yo baila. Bien rica mami baila, que estás bien rica mami baila, que estás bien rica mami baila, que estás bien rica mami baila. Tú sabes bien cómo se baila, mueve lo que tiene atrás, baila. Tú sabes bien cómo se baila, entonces dale atrás, baila. Tú sabes bien cómo se baila, mueve lo que tiene atrás, baila. Tú sabes bien cómo se baila, entonces dale atrás, baila. Baila, 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 baila. Mami baila, estás bien rica mami baila, estás bien rica mami baila, estás bien rica mami baila.
These lakes are great. It's definitely one of the best spots we've been so far. There's some good size and nice consistency.
So compared to the waves over there, what's the difference between them? Like, is it just size-wise?
Yeah, and shape. I think it's just because it's a point break, it's wrapping around nicely and it's just more readable and yeah, a lot of fun.
I've been riding a smaller board than most of the other people out there, just because I have a skateboarding background. It allows me to turn more and do a little bit more maneuvers like skateboarding, but it also makes it harder to catch the waves. So I have to be more selective and be in the perfect spot to catch the waves, but it just allows me to have more fun when I'm out there.
I think the part that I was most pumped on was getting a chance to meet everyone and make memories together, and we scored some great waves. Got to explore a little bit and had a great time. My experience camping in the four-wheel campers Project M was absolutely incredible. One of the things I really loved about it was how spacious it was, and so throughout our experience, it actually ended up being kind of like a hangout spot. Just like open the top, put the bottom down, and like everyone was hanging out in there, able to watch the waves, throw my boards in there, throw my bike in there. And then when it came time to close up shop and go to sleep for the night, it was super cozy. I felt incredibly safe, and it made for a really fantastic night's sleep.
Four-wheel campers is honestly, like, hands down, the best vehicle that we have found.
All right, sounds like we're kind of winding down, thinking about heading back up towards the border. Kind of sad to see this end. I've really enjoyed hanging out with everybody. I think that we've kind of got a great dynamic, you know, everybody's got the flow going. It's been really fun to watch them catch waves and climb and find some dirt roads, and yeah, it's been a really wonderful time here in Baja. Feel pretty lucky to be able to adventure with our four-wheel campers and have our home on wheels that can take us anywhere but be comfortable.